Hey everyone, it's Owen here from OTech, and today we will be taking a look at a really cheap RGB fan. And this is an RGB fan kit, so it comes with the RGB fan itself and also the RGB controller. So it's a full kit, it's just one fan though, so this is quite cheap since it was nowhere near as expensive as like NZXT or Corsair fans. This is from a small company in China, I think, Armageddon, and this company basically makes power supplies, cases, fans, and everything for cheap. And this is one of their products. It's a cheap RGB fan, and it's called the Licht Dagger, not the Light Dagger, but the Licht Dagger. Just because I'm not sure why. I mean, it sounds kind of weird being Licht Dagger instead of Light Dagger, because I think Light sounds a lot better than Licht. Maybe it has some meaning, I don't know, but it kind of feels like it's a typo. Anyways, here's the front of the box. You can see the like a 3D render of the fan itself. 7 color lighting with pulsating EFX, so you can already tell it's not 16.8 million colors like most RGB fans. It's just 7 colors. So we'll check out how terrible or how good it is later, pretty soon. So it shows add-on fans available, so you can connect more fans to the controller if you want to. And now on the back you see the specifications and a little bit about the fan. Yeah, so it is only 900 spin per second, not RPM, but spin per second. 900 spin per second. So yeah, it's kind of slow, so I doubt it'll be much of use in a radiator or on a CPU heatsink or on even like a filtered intake, so I don't really recommend this fan if you want performance. But we'll see about the performance of it when we try it out. So here it is, some screws, and this is the controller, and here is the fan itself. So here's the fan. I've actually used this, so I've taken it out before. And here's the controller. It's basically connected to the Molex power connector, and there's a switch, and the fan mounts to these slots. Now I'm not sure why they didn't populate the last two, because it would have made it a 6-fan controller, which would have been better. But yeah, anyway, so it has a small button to control also right on the PCB. And I covered the bottom with tape because, well, the bottom has exposed solder points, so if you put it in PC it might short something out, so just be wary of that. So I put some tape and it should work fine. And the fan is just pretty simple. It's a clear plastic bladed fan, like most LED fans, and you have the ring of LEDs on the outside, so nothing fancy. It's just really cheap. I mean, it's just mounted by these clips even, so it's kind of loose. It's not any amazing feat of engineering. They just made the blade clearance from the sidewall bigger and then mounted some LED strips, and there you go, you get an RGB fan. And here's the power connector. So it's quite long, and it has just one connector, so the fan and the LED powers through the board here. And why don't we just test it out? So I can just connect it here, and then I can connect this to here, so this way, and there you go. Fan's running, and it's quite slow. Yeah, it's kind of terrible for airflow. It's not fast at all, and the airflow is kind of weak. It's just a small breeze, nothing significant. And I mean, as you can see from like a piece of paper, this is like completely not strong. It's just like, yeah, it's not strong at all. Doesn't blow it away really far or anything. So yeah, so the performance is kind of underwhelming. So why don't we see the RGB effects? So here we have the red color, and I promise you it's not flickering in real life. It's just the freaking camera. I'm guessing it's because the frequency of the RGB LEDs are in sync with the camera, so it looks like it's flickering, but it doesn't flicker in real life, so don't worry about that. So, and here's green, and all of them are pulsating just like it says on the box, which kind of sucks because sometimes you just want to set it to one color and let it be solid in that color, no effects, since it's kind of distracting. But I don't know if you like that color. The LEDs are actually really bright and pretty vibrant, so that's a plus. And here's blue. It looks a bit purplish in camera, but it is blue. It's really blue in real life, so that works. And here's like a lighter green. It's a bit darker in real life than in camera, so yeah, it's also pretty vibrant. And quite honestly, if you like the pulsating effect, it looks really good, you know. But for me personally, I don't like anything pulsating. I just like one solid color. I use RGB just so that I can set any color I want. And here it is, a lighter blue now. And here's purple. Looks quite similar to in camera and in real life. And here it is, really light blue. It's yeah, it's a bit lighter in real life for this one. And here's RGB. So yeah, this is the definition of RGB: red, green, blue, red, green, blue. It's just pulsating between red, green, blue, which kind of sucks because sometimes you want to pulsate between every color, so like kind of like a rainbow. But yeah, you know, the color options are pretty limited on this thing. I mean, considering it's a cheap RGB fan, I don't think you can complain. But I'm pretty sure you can find better deals on AliExpress or something. And oh, looks like you can make it solid. I didn't realize that. You could just press that and you can make it a solid color by toggling it. But looks like it's only blue, so I'm not sure what's up with that. Let me try that again. Yeah, so this button makes it blue and solid, but if I change it to any other color and press it, it goes back to blue. I'm not sure what that does, so yeah. Anyways, here is the Armageddon Licht Dagger 120mm RGB case fan. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I mean, it's a cheap RGB fan. What can you expect from it? There's not much more. If you want like proper RGB, you might as well get some kind of a Corsair or NZXT fan. But this is for those of you on a budget. I mean, it works, so yeah. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and please leave a like if you do, and please click subscribe if you want to see more of my future videos. Thanks for watching.